On this episode of Out of the Box Gaming, grab your pickaxe and carrots because it's time to survive. Today, we rank our top 6 survival games. So which one came out on top? Power up your favorite console, press play, and enjoy gaming with us. What's up, gamers? Welcome to Out of the Box Gaming. I am your host, Nick McCart, and I am joined by a man who is a survivor, Will Kinsey.
Yeah, we're all a survivor.
Yeah. If you're joining us for the first time or for the 55th time? Yeah.
55th.
55th time.
53rd.
55, that's what I'm thinking of. We would like to welcome you. We are a gaming podcast where we talk about all types of games like video games, board games, card games, etc. And sometimes we may have special guests on here where we, get to know them more, learn about their journey into gaming and all that. And you may ask yourself, why are you going to talk about this? Well, it's because we want to, and we think we have something to say that you want to hear.
That's right, everyone. We want to share our love of games with you and possibly introduce you to something new.
If you want to catch us live, you can do that by going over to twitch.tv/AceKingKing on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we're also joined this morning by our wonderful producer, Lindsay.
I am wonderful, it's true. Hi,
Morning,
guys.
Lindsay. Also, be sure to check out our Discord if you want to give us topic ideas and discussion questions to talk about. Because we'd love to hear from you. So please go on over to our Discord, go to the topic ideas and discussion questions text channel, and leave your ideas there.
And most importantly, it makes our life a little bit easier when you tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
So please, tell us.
Otherwise, we'll just be diving more into news, video game news stuff. So.
Oh, there was some good news this week.
Yeah. And also, I think Lindsay is ready for our trivia question for...
Don't look at my screen.
I was looking at you.
That's where my trivia question is.
It's on you?
No, on the screen.
It's on her. Apparently the trivia question's on her. It's hidden.
I mean, every week the trivia question's on Lindsay.
Yeah. I do have one, guys. My question. Okay. The Obama campaign. Okay, so throwing it back a little bit. The Obama campaign paid for in-game advertising in what game?
I have some ideas. I'm not going to say right now, but
I did not know this was a thing until I found this trivia question.
Right, what you doing?
I have one particular game in my mind.
Same here.
But I have no idea.
Well, I'm interested to hear those later.
Well, that is a phenomenal question you have for us today, Lindsay. If you guys at home want to think about that question, we're going to come back to it at the end of the episode. We'll give our answers, and then we'll hear the correct answer.
Yes. So, Survivor Showdown.
Actually, I changed the name to Survival Showdown. My bad.
Ooh, nice.
I look like a fool now.
Well, they are survival games.
Yeah.
Survival Showdown.
Ba-ba-bum.
Yeah, so I can't remember how many weeks ago it was, where we actually ranked.
It was 30-something, episode 30-something.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we ranked Battle Royale games. If you would like to, check that out, you can,
I will tell you which episode.
You can go and, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
38.
YouTube. Episode 38. You can go and watch that one if you would like. But we ranked, the Battle Royale games.
Yes.
And it was very close. It was a close one. It was a nail biter.
Spoiler alert: Fortnite did not win. I don't think.
No.
Anyway.
But yeah, so we thought we would go through and, rank our top 6. It's ones that we've played. There could have been some that I know Will has probably played that I'm unaware of, but we made this and we didn't even talk to Will. So
when I did a quick Google search, there were a lot more survival games than I knew of, and there were a lot that I didn't feel like we knew enough about to
Yeah.
actually be fair in ranking them.
yeah,
And between the three of us, someone has played all of
yes,
these games on this list.
yeah. So we have Minecraft, Raft, Astroneer, Valheim, Scum, and Terraria. I know that like Lindsay said, there are some other ones out there. I know there's a lot of people that will play Ark. I've never played it. I've heard it's good. Rust. I know that got popular like a couple months ago. Subnautica, I hear, is fantastic, but I have not played it myself. And then there's just a bunch of other ones like Daisy. Well, I know Daisy. I didn't think at the time with survival. I was thinking of like a early battle royale game in a way. Long Dark. Never heard of that one. Don't Starve Together. The Forest.
I have seen gameplay of that.
Oh, I haven't played that one yet.
Stranded Deep. No Man's Sky, Grounded. Actually, Will and I did play Grounded. It was I can't remember. It was just
early
like it
on
was just
when it came
very
out.
early on, right when it came out. There wasn't a
Yeah.
lot to do, but we did play
They were
it.
very upfront about how small the game was going to be and how little they were going to put into it, and they definitely delivered on that promise.
Yeah, I mean, were they going to be? Are they
They
doing
added
more?
plenty to it, and I think it's a complete game now.
Oh, okay.
But
It's just at the
when
time.
we first started, it was so little. It was like cut leaves, cut sticks, get some rocks, build the thing. There wasn't a whole lot to do.
Yeah,
And I mean, I finished the story in less than 2-3 hours because you didn't really need to upgrade anything to finish the beginning part of the story.
yeah.
There was so much more beyond that they added. Um, but yeah, it turned into more of a like story-driven game
Okay.
after that, I believe. There's still many survival aspects of it of building your camp and defending yourself from the bugs and finding
Yeah.
food and all that. So it's got all the survival aspects, but it's you know, trying to get big again.
Yeah. And I know I did say No Man's Sky. I have it. I want to play it at some point because I heard it got good. And then there's Dying Light, which was like a survival parkour zombie one. Yeah, so there's many different survival games, but we just picked ones that we have played, and we know that there's probably some out there that are better than ones that we have on the list, but we haven't played them. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
I have a quick question before
Yes.
we get in depth in these. And I mean, it makes sense. Well, first I have a question. Will, does Terraria have a story to it? Like a story mode?
Not really. There are bosses that you defeat in a linear progression or semi-linear progression. Like you have to beat these bosses to defeat this main boss. You have to beat these bosses to defeat this main boss. So you follow a progression, like a fairly linear progression, but there's not really a story.
What about Scum?
Scum, there is a story, but there's not like missions that go along with it. There's just like the exposition story of you're a prisoner, you opted to go to Scum Island instead of live out your life sentence, and it's all televised. That's pretty much the story. And there's other things in that, but yeah. Um Terraria just kind of puts you into the world and it's like,
Yeah.
here's these things, go kill them. Scum has a slight bit of story, but it's mostly exposition story. There's no story mode, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
What about Astroneer? They're
Similar in the exposition matter.
Yeah.
And you've got a progression of we got to finish these missions, and then you actually do complete the game. Whereas a lot of survival games, you don't really complete the game.
yeah.
But Astroneer, you get like, okay, you did the thing, you finished it, you get the credits, good on you.
Yeah.
Um, So it does have a story, but you can approach it any direction you want. It's just the end result is the story, I guess.
Gotcha. Because I was
Because we could have gone
wondering,
to any planets in the beginning.
yeah. Because I was wondering, like, because I mean, Minecraft has a story mode. I've never played it.
Yeah, I've
but
never actually gone through.
I know
all
it
that.
has a story mode. Raft, I mean,
Yeah,
we did the
I forgot it has a
story.
story.
Yeah, Raft, we did the stories we went through. Does Valheim have a story mode? Like, is there a story components to it, or is it just, hey, you're here to survive?
I mean, there's different.
Exposition. You've got the linear bosses that you defeat
Yeah.
in an order, and you find them in progressively more difficult areas. So in order to find the next one, you pretty much have to defeat the previous one.
Yeah,
But again, there's no set missions or anything. It's just exposition story.
gotcha. I mean,
Which I do like those games where they give you a lot of exposition for you to explore in that world.
so do we think a good, and I guess, I mean, this sort of relates to us going next to ranking them, but do we think a good survival game should have some sort of story aspect to it? Or do we just like being thrown into a world and having to survive?
I do appreciate at least having some form of objective.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be like the end, here's credits, but even Terraria, which is basically endless, and Minecraft, which is basically endless, they've got those final bosses that you
Mhm.
can go and fight,
Yeah.
which I don't remember what the last one Terraria made was. I remember back in the day, it was like Duke Fishron. It was this big old dragon thing in the sky. I know they've gone way past that now. And I don't think I've actually finished the latest Terraria. Finished Terraria, if it is finished. And then what Minecraft is the End Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Ender Dragon or something. Yeah.
So having those goals set is
It's nice.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will say in Scum in particular, I enjoy Scum very much so. But there's not really an objective in that game. They have military bases that you can go and raid and get a bunch of loot from, and at the military bases there are these big mechas that you can like take down, but you can't really take them down easily. Like you have to invest a lot of resources into it, and it's not worth it. It's not rewarding enough to do it. And that's the biggest challenge in the game is taking out one of those mechs. And you barely get any loot from them. So it's very frustrating when a game is very good, presents you with a whole lot of challenge and a whole lot of options, and is beautiful, but there's nothing to actually do in the game,
Yeah.
you know?
Which I
Like there's
think,
no bosses,
yeah.
no rewarding bosses.
I think it also might depend on the game. Like, if Raft didn't have the story part to it, if there wasn't this mystery we were trying to solve, these clues we had to follow to find the location of the next place we needed to go,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been a whole lot more boring.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think.
just
I mean-
drifting around on a raft. See, that's what I
Yeah.
initially thought that the game was. I didn't know that there was a story to it. So I was
Yeah.
like, why the crap would I just want to float around on a raft all day with a shark trying to eat me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I saw that there was actual storyline to it, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like some element of story adds tremendously to a survival game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, the Minecraft we play is modded Minecraft, which allows us to come up with our own objectives and our own goals.
Yeah.
You know,
you
because-
pick a mod and it's like, all right, I want to get invested in this mod. I want to be able to do
Yeah.
all this stuff. So then you have your, little goals to get to that, and then whenever you're done, it's like, okay, and then you can move on to another mod.
Mm-hmm.
But you still are able to go in and do the story part of Minecraft and the different mods or whatever. Like, you still could go to, the Ender Dragon and, defeat it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just that with the mod of Minecraft, it gives you so much more to do where you
Mhm.
don't have to just feel like you need to go and do that story, that you can just go and do all these different mods and complete things and feel accomplished and all that.
Yeah, you're making your own objectives that you want to complete. Because I think otherwise I would just get super bored with it. Like, I can dig, I can build, but what else can I do?
Yeah, I definitely, as someone who has started playing Minecraft recently, the modded Minecraft, and hadn't played Minecraft since pretty much before Hunger, before Experience.
Mhm.
It's a huge difference. I hadn't really played modded Minecraft before. I had only played vanilla Minecraft, and at that, super basic vanilla Minecraft. From like 2010, 2011. So
Early years.
it's definitely a different monster when you get the mods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had no idea what I was doing. Obviously, I loaded in when you guys were playing and was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna build a gun. So I just typed in the little search bar gun, and I found a gun, and I started making it. Like, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Because I had, you can't build guns in Minecraft, but in modded Minecraft you can.
Yeah. And in some
So I don't know what other. Sure.
I was just going to say, in some mods, you can actually build a portal gun. It's not in our mod pack that we have, but I've played some where you have the portal gun.
That's pretty
I
wild.
mean, in some
That'd be
mods, you
dangerous.
can flip and go to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But also with the whole thing with Portal, Lindsay has discussed her story of coming across her friend Justin's house, walking up and getting obliterated by portal turrets.
when I'm in
Oh.
a new server, I just like to explore. I'm not gonna touch your stuff. I'm not gonna take your
She's just
stuff.
looking around.
But look, okay, I'm a curious person. I want to see what they have. So I walked upstairs in his house and then just died. And it was.
And then it happened
rather
again.
rude. Yeah, then it happened again. Then I was like, hey, I need help with this. Not like I probably didn't have a ton of stuff anyway
No,
at
I
that
think
point.
this was like one of your first times playing Minecraft.
Yeah. I just wanted to see. But I guess that can get us into our first one, Minecraft. I guess
Sure.
we're just going to go in order of the pictures.
Sure. So yeah, Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Cool game.
But what were you going to say before I was talking about the portal gun?
Oh, dude, I forgot.
Oh. Rip. My bad. But yeah, Minecraft. Wonderful game.
It is. It is. I used to talk a lot of crap about Minecraft, but I've been very addicted to modded Minecraft the last couple weeks. So, yeah.
I mean, it's been going strong for what, 11 years now or something? Because I
I think
know
it's been longer than that.
I mean, I
'cause-
thought it officially released in like what, 2010, 2011, 2010. I can't remember what year it officially released.
2009.
2009.
May 17th, 2009.
But yeah,
You
I
know,
mean-
Alex, we're playing it super early
yeah,
when it was so basic.
yeah. But over the years, it's definitely have grown, and people made a lot of mods and all that stuff. So, and then also, I know recently there'll be some people. I know the past couple years there will be some like popular streamers that would play Minecraft, and I think it's vanilla Minecraft that they're playing or whatever, but it's just the visuals of it look very beautiful compared to what we're looking at whenever we play. And I know there's like some texture packs that you can download and get. But I feel like Minecraft's come a long way, and it's branched out to other things. I know they sell merch for Minecraft that people love. Like you can get a torch that's basically a lamp to put in your room.
I think by people you mean my second graders.
Yes, I mean they're still people. I mean they've made they've turned Minecraft where you can play it on your phone. And you can play it on console, though the console is like it's basically just the basic Minecraft. But you still can do a lot, and it's a great way where you can go in and be creative and, you know, create all these different things. I remember back in college where I watched someone from Yogscast. I think it was Civ or something. He made stuff from like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, like some of
Like
those
Helm's
huge,
Deep.
yeah,
and-
like huge structures and villages and all that stuff. And it's crazy what all you can do just with a creative mind and going in a creative mode in Minecraft. So
Now, okay, I have two things to say. One, I feel like when my students talk about Minecraft, I feel like they're playing the story mode. Because they're like, oh, have you gone and defeated this? And have you... I'm like, no, man, I'm breeding bees. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. But the second thing I was to say, they've also did the Minecraft Dungeons.
yeah,
which
Minecraft
we
Dungeons,
played.
yeah.
And I thought it was a really good game. I mean, it wasn't super long, but that's fine. I don't think it was... I don't remember how much it cost. It wasn't a full...
No, it wasn't a full like
price.
$60 game.
It was fun. I enjoy playing dungeons.
Yeah. So,
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of
they've
it.
done a lot. But whenever we're rating Minecraft, are we rating it off of like all it's done and you can do the modded Minecraft or just the vanilla Minecraft? Because it's a huge difference in my book.
Yeah, it's a completely different animal.
I mean, if I would personally want to rate it off of modded Minecraft because that's all I play.
I mean, I already put it at number 1. It just didn't update on yours. You might have to click on the document. See if it'll...
I mean, we
there, it moved.
I mean, we haven't, haven't ranked anything else, so I mean, it can go at 1 for now.
Yeah, regular Minecraft is below several of them that we have on the list. Modded Minecraft is above several of them that we have on the list. Like, that's how big of a difference mods make on the game.
Yeah.
And a lot of these other games don't really have mods, and the mods that they do have aren't nearly as in depth. I think maybe Terraria is the only other one that has like an insane amount of mods, and really you don't need them because Terraria is just huge by itself. And that's because it's 2D, so it's But yeah,
I mean, we can leave it at
Lindsay?
1 for now because we haven't
executive decision.
We haven't ranked anything else yet. I mean, we can move our ranking around.
I mean, I think we've got to include the mods. I think it's got to be, everything related to it.
Yeah.
To talk about. Because, I mean, that's what we play, so.
I mean, we're playing it right now. Not as we speak. It's just what we've been playing lately.
No, of course not as we speak. That would be...
I was gonna say, I don't know what Will's doing over there.
No, I'm not. Okay, we'll leave it there. Modded Minecraft definitely is up near the top just because there's so many different mods. Like, we're only playing one mod pack.
Yeah.
And there are so many mod packs out there.
I mean, we had the option to do all the mods, like one of the all the mods or whatever, which I don't know if it really gives you all the mods. It just gives you a lot of mods, but we wanted to start out with something where it wasn't as demanding. So in case like other people, if they wanted to play with us, like their PC would be able to handle it.
Yeah,
because all the mods
ones are a little rough on the PC.
Yeah. All right, so let's just move on, I guess, to Raft. Yeah, I loved Raft. I had a lot of fun playing it. I can't wait for, more story to come out because Lindsay and we've actually finished the story that we can.
Yeah.
I know whenever they actually do bring more story out and I continue to play, I'm going to forget everything that I've done on there and how to do it. So.
I mean, in the meantime, you could hop on and make the biggest draft ever and just be improving your stuff. But Raft was one of those that whenever I first played, there was a bunch of people that I played with, and
I would only be able to get on like certain times, and they would already be able to do so much more. And I'm just over there. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how do you do all that stuff. So I'm gonna fish for food because we need food. So that was my first experience with it. But then I started to play with someone else, and then Lindsay got on, and then I basically was just learning the game myself. And I was like, oh crap, there's a lot more that I can do than just, just fish for food here. I know how to actually do some of this stuff. So just
Can you build
from
a second raft in Raft?
so
Like, I know you
one
can continue to build planks. Can you like build a couple planks out and then build another platform and then break the planks in between? Is that a thing?
that I don't know,
Oh,
Because see, my
probably,
thing is
but
obviously, as you can tell from Minecraft, I'm the dude that likes to go off and just be the hermit on the mountain. So Raft was not super appealing to me in terms of I have to be like right with my crew
I
in a survival
mean,
situation.
I'm sure you could, but the only way you would be able to, I guess, meet back up unless you like stay close together and y'all are, floating the same direction and stop at the same islands. The only way I feel like you would meet back up is if you had the coordinates for one of the islands that will show up like on the computer scanner thing and you meet up there. Because otherwise I feel like you would just be gone. Um I mean, definitely could try that one day, but I know whenever I played Raft like with Lindsay, I've made a bridge to open up another area instead of it just being like one huge thing. Because I know on ours we had like our big building with all this like kitchen and stuff down below, and then build a bridge over to like our tree farm and like crop farms and all that stuff. So but I never actually thought of, just, hey, I'm going to be on this raft and we're going to break off and you're going to be on your own raft. So best of luck.
I
Like, that'd
think
be interesting.
Yeah.
Also, it would have been hilarious to just break off Ollie's Love Shack and just let it float adrift.
Yeah, that would have been great. Oh, ooh.
um sad news, I can't find any news about when chapter 3 of Raft comes out. So
Yeah.
who knows when that'll be.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I mean they're still doing things with it. They recently within the last few months
Yeah, they
did
had a big update.
with
Make your raft pretty, which is what we did.
more decorative stuff. It came out right when I started to play it, which was the perfect timing.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta rank it, don't we?
Yeah, we do. You're in control of that.
I mean, right now it's behind Minecraft, right?
Yeah, I would definitely put it behind Minecraft.
it is behind Minecraft. And this is the only one on the list that I haven't played. So
Okay.
my opinion is like not super important on this
Yeah.
one.
Next.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was really good. I think it did some things better than Minecraft. It did some things worse than Minecraft. But it was
I'd be interested to see if people would make mods for it and what all they would do.
Jet skis, man. Give me a jet ski.
Yeah. Let me build a jet
I mean,
ski.
if people get impatient enough waiting for more of the story to come out, they might just start.
There's probably
creative.
people out there that are probably trying to make some mods for it. So, but yeah. Next up is Astroneer. Now this is one that Lindsay didn't play, but
I did not.
Will and I did.
I'll tell you. I'll give you my non-playing it opinion. Looks beautiful. It's pretty dope that you're in space. That's all I got. I mean, I would
was
be
not
opposed.
expecting you to think it was beautiful.
Oh, I thought it was a
But
pretty game.
it does have vibrant colors and does
Yeah.
have some beauty to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching you play it.
I mean, I think I was testing it out like on Game Pass whenever I had it, and I told Will about it, and Will was like, "Oh, this looks cool. I'm gonna get it. So he got it, and then I ended up getting it, and then we played. And I think Will got more into it than me in the beginning because he was like learning stuff that I didn't know.
Yeah, I
but-
spent 8 hours my first day
Yeah.
getting well past where Nick was.
Yeah.
When he introduced the game to me.
It was a lot of fun. I know whenever I was like first into it or like getting started, I would like go around and stuff, and I'm like, is there not any like enemies or anything to like face? And then we found out that the only hostile things there was the plants. Some plants, not all plants. So that was, I guess, I enjoyed that, not actually having to worry about, hostiles just coming up or whatever, and I didn't have to pull out a gun or something.
I will say,
so I did enjoy that. It was different.
It gets very annoying with the number of hostile things that are in our Minecraft server right now. So many Endermen who make the most awful sound ever.
It's really creepy.
I feel like I always have to walk with my sword out, and the raft, the flipping shark.
The shark is annoying.
It's so annoying. So I feel like, a game where the only thing I need to worry about is a plant.
Or,
It's fine.
making sure you have oxygen. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
not falling in a hole and getting stuck.
Yes. Gosh, that was annoying.
I feel like I would enjoy, a break from all the hostility.
Yeah. So I very much enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, it was very well made too. Like the fact that we could build the HMS destroyer, like
yeah, the destroyer, yeah, that was a game changer. Once we figured out how to do that, it's like, oh well, this is easy. We can easily just go to all the different points and then down to the core. Though we did struggle when we put the thing on the core, trying to get it off. That was one of the more annoying things to deal with.
Yeah, never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
So
that was such a good game, though. Lindsay, you should play it. You and Nick should go through it.
Oh gosh.
Try to survive together.
I'm offended by that. Oh gosh.
No, I was just saying, oh gosh, because it's been so long since I played it that I don't remember all the stuff. So.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
I think the only reason
we completed a lot.
I think the only reason I didn't play it when y'all played it was because we were still in our apartment, and I would have had to play it on my desktop, which was in the same room as yours, and it was just always hard to figure out audio and stuff with like voice chats. But now that we moved, our computers are in complete separate parts of the house. It's much easier. I've been doing a lot more PC gaming actually since we moved. And so I think that's really the only reason why I didn't play it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd play it. I'm not opposed to it.
It's a fun
It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Just the amount of stuff that you can do in that game. And it still feels very satisfying and very rewarding, even though, as Nick said, the only hostile things are plants.
Yeah.
And running out of oxygen.
I mean, yeah.
Or taking that fall damage. Because I still remember, I don't even know how. Like, I was just running across, and then I get hit by. I touch one of those tongue plants on one of those planets, and it didn't even shoot me far. Like, I think like I hit a tree or something, and it said I died, and I'm like, well, I didn't even hit the ground. I guess like it just launched me so hard, and I hit that tree. Like, it was just enough damage to kill me.
Yeah, that goodness. Yeah, that game's great. It's just great.
Yeah.
The whole environment being the hostility is very charming. Because like you said, you don't want creepers coming up behind you.
Yeah.
And like blowing stuff up. But if you die from your own stupidity, well.
Which, I mean, that happens in Minecraft too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But as someone who's played Raft and Astroneer, which order would you rank them?
Honestly, I don't know. Like Raft, it was a lot of fun. I feel like there was more maybe to the story and stuff,
Let me. Can
and there
you?
was puzzles, like with some of the story where you had to go to some of
Yeah.
the areas. There were puzzles that you had to like figure out to advance, which I enjoy.
Can you play Astroneer after you get to that
The
point where
credits,
you've done what you
yeah.
want to do?
Yeah, you still can go back. Yeah, we actually had to go back because I was taking the destroyer back, and Will and Cody were up on the planet, and they activated the thing, and it teleported me up to the satellite, and to show us like the end game with the credits. So then afterwards, we come back, and Will and I had to go and find the destroyer because it didn't put me back where I was. So that was
Yeah, we
fun.
almost lost that destroyer.
Yeah, and we almost lost it. And there was a bunch of like the small, or the I can't remember what they're called. The R are they RTC or something? Um
RTG.
RTG, yeah. There was like our small RTGs, the ones that you get from completing things, ones you can't build. And there was a few on there. And I don't know how, like, it was luckily that there was like a glitch or something, and that Will was able to see the destroyer, and it somehow got put underneath the ground. So we had to dig around and eventually get it out. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you're still able to play afterwards.
But there's not much of a point.
I mean, just, keep building. I mean, about like anything else, just, build huge base or whatever, see what, like, try to unlock everything. Just build what you can. But, like, after that, it's not,
Yeah.
I guess it's not really much of a point. So,
And there's also collectibles that you can go out and get. There's
the
the
chess pieces.
lapis chess pieces. So you want to get all of the chess pieces so that you can have the lapis chess pieces versus the holographic chess pieces. And then you can set up the chessboard. There's different things like that involved in your crafting and your exploration. There's the Hubble telescope and all of those
Mhm.
artifacts that you can find and
Yeah.
get the cool recordings. So there's things to do.
Yeah.
Apart from just the main storyline, there's also the little side quests. So that's fun. But yeah, after that, there's not a whole lot of like urgency,
Yeah.
of gotta go do this thing.
It's like mostly just being creative and see what all you can do.
Yeah.
So, um, I really don't know where I would rank it between Raft and Astroneer, like where I would rank them to, because I enjoyed both of them. Um, but I may say Raft. I may put Raft a bit higher because it did add the extra of like the different puzzle things that you could do when you go to certain areas to continue on with the story, opposed to Astroneer, where it's like you go to this planet and then now we just have to go to the different points and then go to the
Go to the
core.
core,
Yeah,
look at the picture on the thing of the
yeah,
core, match up the symbol to what element, put
yeah,
the element there, get the thing, go to the satellite,
yeah.
rinse and repeat for every planet. It is very
Yes.
repetitive.
Mhm.
And it's not very hard to figure out. You
Yeah.
just have to compare the symbol to your encyclopedia, astropedia,
Yeah.
astropedia is what it
Astropedia.
was. Your Pokedex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um. So yeah, in terms of the mental challenge and the puzzles and stuff, Raph definitely has it.
Yeah.
Um, in that aspect, I didn't
Yeah.
play Raft. Um, so I don't know.
Well,
Yeah. So I'm fine with having Astroneer behind Raft.
sounds good.
Cool. All right, Valheim. Now, Will, I know you went a whole lot further in Valheim than I did. I've not gone
I
very far.
really enjoyed Valheim. Um, I didn't play uh so I played Valheim when it came out, beat all of the first bosses that they made, but then there was parts of the world that, it was in game,
Mhm.
but there were higher level areas that weren't populated yet, didn't have mobs, didn't have anything. So you like essentially start out in the middle of the map, kind of like Minecraft, and then the further away from the middle, the more difficult things get. So once you got past the point of the final boss, there was I forgot what it was called. It wasn't marshland, but basically it was these like giant skulls and trees covered in spider webs. There was just areas past where you ended
Hmm.
that was more. So they were supposed to add more, and I didn't play when they added more.
Okay.
So my experience with Valheim is basically the beginning of Valheim,
Yeah, but I didn't even get that
which
far.
was extremely fun, like super fun. It was very much like Minecraft, had a lot more than basic vanilla Minecraft, and uh, definitely better than vanilla Minecraft, I will say. I might have enjoyed it more than Astroneer. Astroneer just for some reason holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I freaking loved that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would personally put it above Raft, but I didn't play Raft, so I can't really make that call. Um, but Valheim, um, it competes with it just in terms of how good it was. The only issue that I think I had with it was when you dug into like a mountain or something, you didn't dig a hole. You would dig a trench.
Yeah.
So you could never have tunnels and caves. You just had trenches, which was annoying.
Hmm.
And you couldn't dig down a whole lot. There was no like digging super down and making tunnels like there is in Minecraft. Um, so that was a bit annoying. It was all very surface. Everything you did was on the crust of the
Mhm.
planet, basically. Like you dug into the dirt a little bit, but you didn't really ever find anything down there. That was just to kind of terraform. Um, Whenever you were looking for metals, you just found them on the overworld. So, um, Valheim was great, but it was very surface. And when it came to the actual like digging and mining,
Mhm.
it was a little lackluster for me because you just looked for the ores like in the forest or something. There was no actual mining down, which is technically historically accurate. Like Vikings never made mines; they looked for random bits of copper or whatever and made stuff from that. So it is historically accurate in that sense of how you make things and find things. You don't really go digging. Um, but yeah, um, it's right there with Astroneer, and I know Nick, you played a little bit of it. Lindsay, did you play any of it?
I did not play it, but I also hated it. So,
You hated Valheim?
but I never played it.
What?
What was your reason for hating it?
I don't like the graphics.
I mean, the graphics are not great.
I think also at the time I got annoyed with you going and playing with everybody else, and
Uh,
I
I
was
mean,
no
I
longer-
didn't really get to do much with Valheim. People were much further than I was. I got annoyed with trying to flatten out an area where I could like build a house. It just would never work. Also, roofs were annoying to figure out. Um, I mean, I enjoyed the little bit that I played.
But a game that came out in 2021 should not have graphics that bad.
It's fair. That's
Yeah.
very fair.
Um,
Which is
The graphics were pretty terrible.
my problem with Prince of Persia that hasn't come out yet.
yeah.
Get your graphics better.
But yeah, I didn't get to do as much as you did, Will. I know I've gone with people on some adventures with different things. I've gone to the marshland. I've died there, and then I want to get my stuff back. And I feel like a lot of it with Valheim was what was good for it was, I guess, combat and different bosses that you could face. I guess that was one of their I guess, appeals to it or whatever, what they wanted to focus on. But
Voyaging was fun.
so
Getting on a big old boat with your boys, voyaging out, fighting sea serpents. Which I was a little upset with the whole sea serpent thing because their loot would sink.
oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, yeah. So in the beginning, when I was playing, you had to go out into the water, find a sea serpent, drag them back like to shore, and
Mm-hmm.
whenever they got close to shore, they would immediately like turn back like instantly. So you had to like harpoon them, drag them over, have your buddies kill them. It was an ordeal, right? And that's how you got the most powerful shield in the game, I think, was you had to get sea serpent scales.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that was really annoying. So there were a few different things like that where they didn't take into account, oh yeah, having loot sink, not great, especially when you can't dive down safely to get the loot. Yeah, annoying. Um, the game was fun. It was fun. It had terrible graphics and some bugs, and being able to tunnel in a Minecrafting type game is something that I like to be able to do, and I couldn't do it.
Well, I know you can't do that in
So
Raft.
Well, you're on
yeah,
a.
I know,
but you
but you're
don't
on
Yeah.
a. I
need
know.
to.
Yeah, you don't need to.
And the only thing that like for me, like Raft doesn't hit all of those like super good notes because you're kind of stuck on a raft. But you're moving and you go to different islands and you go to like cruise ships and do all this cool stuff. So I like I see it. Like I get it.
Mm.
I mean, the more that you
And
keep
what there's
talking, the
like
more I'm thinking I'm almost tempted to want to switch Astroneer and Raft. But
personally, Astroneer is better than Raft, in my opinion, just because it's special to me. But I completely understand from the gameplay, puzzly like point of view, Raft being better than Astroneer. Um, but Valheim, I think we can safely put that like fourth or fifth.
mm-hmm.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Maybe last. Just because looking at the ones on this list, I think I enjoy most of the others better, but
I
we'll
mean,
see.
yeah, we'll just put it for fourth for now.
Cool, 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 cool.
So then Scum. This is gonna have to be all you, Will, because I've never played it and never seen anything about it.
That's very fair. And
So
honestly, we can put Scum at the end of the list as just because you guys haven't played it. And like I said earlier, it's not very objective based. I even recently booted it back up, updated it and everything, got back into it. They changed a lot of the inventory system, like some of the grid bits. They take up like your items take up more space than they used to. Um, so things like that are annoying. Uh, just the basic enemies. They did add some variations to the mobs. Because it's zombies and robots basically.
okay,
Um, the whole thing is when you go to Scum Island as a prisoner, you get this chip put in your head, and if you die, you become a puppet, which is a zombie that is controlled by some psychopath somewhere, and they use that puppet to chase you down like a zombie. And so they added different variations to the zombies. There's like thick boy zombies that take extra hits to take down, but they're slow. There's skinny zombies that are super fast, but you can like take them out in one hit. There's zombies that have explodey vests that'll like chase after you, and they have like a little blinky light, and they're making a beepy noise, and then they explode, and they're very dangerous. So they added variations to that, but again, like I said, there's no bosses, there's no objectives. It's just if you're playing online, keep yourself safe and keep your things locked.
I was just about to
Um,
say, can you play with other people?
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's primarily a multiplayer game. You can play it single player, but really, there's no point to play it single player other than to learn the game and just kind of dork around and have fun in it because it is a good, fun game to dork around in and like check out the guns and the vehicles and all the different things you can do. Play around with the metabolism system because, like I said before, there's an entire metabolism system. So it keeps track of all of your vitamins, your calories, like your calorie intake, your calorie usage. Um, if you like, if you eat too many like watermelons or cucumbers, like very water-based stuff,
Mhm.
you'll get like diarrhea. So your character will just like randomly, like you'll be sprinting and they'll have to stop and like take a poop. Like it's very in depth. Like it's got a lot of really good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Um, but they just haven't added much objective. It's incredible the amount of stuff they've been able to add. Um, but there's nothing to do. There's nothing to accomplish. So the only real goal you can have is to go into multiplayer, become the scariest person on the server, and I don't know, live in a military base. Like that's it. That's really it. So that's where it kind of loses it for me.
Yeah.
But the variation of like weapons you can find, things you can craft, like all the different kind of stuff you can do is amazing. There's just nothing to do.
Yeah.
um so I'm comfortable just putting that one in last place on this list. But I will say, with friends on a very lively server, it can be an incredibly fun game. Um, similar to like Rust and Ark and those types of games,
Mhm.
except Scum is a bit more advanced than those
Mm.
games,
Okay.
in my opinion. You just can't build helicopters yet. They're adding helicopters soon.
That's cool.
And then we got Terraria, which I have not played.
I've played a little bit of it.
Ferrari is really fun. The worlds are compared to Minecraft, especially. I don't know if modded Minecraft worlds are bigger than vanilla Minecraft worlds, but they're significantly smaller. Even the largest worlds that you can make in vanilla Terraria are pretty small. I've never played modded Terraria. I'm pretty sure there are some insane mods for it that probably give you much larger worlds, stuff like that. But it's a 2D game, so that in and of itself makes it much smaller because you're only able to go up and down. Um, and then there's like the background blocks that you can break, so like you can make different walls. Um, but that's it. So it's small in terms of like size of like I'm gonna go from this side of the map to the other side of the map. You can like most people actually do build a bridge from one side to the other so they can run across it and collect falling stars. Like that is just a
Oh,
normal practice in the game. So it's small. You can't do that in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to go just one block all the way across, you can't accomplish that in a matter of hours like you can in Terraria. Um,
I mean, from the little
so
bit that I played of Terraria, I even struggled to even try to build a house in the game. Like,
yeah, the requirements are different because you have to get the background. So it's like it's 2D, you build the blocks and then you have to build the background. So you've got to build the wall right. You've got to make sure every
yeah.
block of the wall is perfect. Like it gets annoying. It gets very annoying building houses and stuff. Ian, our friend Ian from Bearded Banter, also doing art and stuff. I don't know how we're supposed to address him. I'm gonna say Bearded Banter though, because that's another podcast.
Yeah.
He's very good, very very good at Terraria. Like he was part of the Terraria server that we had. Gosh, what was it like a year and a half ago?
Something like that. I
And
mean,
he was just
I never joined.
rocking it.
I never liked Terraria that much. I don't know why. I think like I would go in and I'm just kind of getting bored. I'm like, I feel like this is the same thing of what Minecraft is, but it's 2D. Like I face slime, which I face slime in Minecraft. I'm breaking like stone and wood or whatever, which I do the same thing in Minecraft. It's just 2D. And then whenever I go to build a house, I'm like, I don't understand why this is not working. And I was just like, you know what? I'm done with this. So, and then also I do get annoyed the amount, like I'm just moving over and it's like, oh hey, once again I have just 2 slime coming at me at one on each end, and then I have to take care of them. Continue on by the house. Oh hey, guess what? I have 2 slime, 1 on each end that's coming after me, and I'm like, hey, I'm just kind of getting annoyed. So that's my experience with Terraria, and I never cared for it.
It doesn't interest me.
But
I think part of it just being the 2D aspect, like that's just not a game I want to play.
I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoy it because it incorporates that old school platformer feel into a survival game, which is nostalgic for a lot of people. It's more fun for some people who like love that weird Metroidvania type game, but also want to play a survival game. Like if you're that kind of person that wants to play a survival game, Terraria really is the game for you. There's so much more to craft and do in Terraria than there is in basic Minecraft, just vanilla Minecraft. So, but we're not talking about vanilla Minecraft. We are talking about modded Minecraft. And I've never played modded Terraria, so I can't really speak to that. Either way, Terraria is 2D, so I mean that point on your end is the same. But the 2D aspect could be something that some people enjoy greatly. I enjoyed it personally. It's not a preference. I don't really mind 2D or 3D. I don't really prefer 2D or 3D. They're both fun. But if we're comparing, base Terraria to modded Minecraft, obviously Minecraft's going to be better. But Terraria, like it's, in my opinion, it beats out most of the rest of these. Like it would come in second, in my opinion. But that's just because I have a love of 2D games, a love of Terraria. It's just it's incredibly deep for what it is. Like for a 2D game that you can actually get to the, either side of the map, it is deep in what you can do, what you can create, what you can accomplish, and it's very rewarding. So yeah,
I guess Lindsay
I
is
heard
making
Terraria.
Is Lindsay making a wheel ranking?
Yes.
Oh.
It will, in your ranking, would Raft or Scum be last?
Scum would probably be last.
Okay. So in the will ranking, I have Minecraft, Terraria, Astroneer, Valheim, Raft, Scum.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's good enough. With an asterisk saying I'm addicted to my modded Minecraft right now. And then another asterisk, like double asterisk, saying vanilla Minecraft is garbage. Also, they stole $30 from me.
Oh, they did?
I haven't been able to refund my Windows version of Minecraft. Yeah. Which I didn't even launch.
All right. But yeah.
So we got the Will ranking on the top and the Nick and Lindsay ranking on the bottom.
There you have it.
Would you put, well, I don't know. Did you feel comfortable with Terraria and Scum?
I mean, sure.
Because in my opinion, Valheim would be last.
I've never played Scum. I've played a little bit of Terraria. I would definitely not put Valheim last.
Scum is the only one where you can adjust the size of your genitalia.
Oh yeah, you did
So-
talk about this
About that.
before.
And it affects your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's pretty
Well, see, like, I get it in that context. Like, if it's actually going to change something about how your character plays, I get it. I guess. If I have to get it, I get it in that context.
All right. Well, there you go. There's that.
Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah.
Tell us how wrong we are. 'cause
And you
we're wrong.
don't need to come in and say this game
Look, we
outside of the
realize-
list is better. We've already said these were ones that we've
Yes.
played.
We realize there's a lot of other survival
Yeah.
games, a lot more than I expected, that could be, not in my opinion, better than Modern Minecraft, but could be better than the other ones on the list. I'm sure there's a lot better than Valheim. But
we got a list of 6 that
yes.
one I played, you guys hadn't played. The
Yeah.
other one you guys had played, I hadn't played.
Yeah.
Yes. At least one
It
of
is
us.
a good
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah. But
And feel free to come tell us what game we should play next.
yeah.
I love survival games, so tell me.
There's one that I'm interested. It's not on Steam yet. It's on the Epic Store. I've just been waiting for it to come on Steam. It's called Among Trees. One of my old coworkers said something about it. I looked it up. It looks very beautiful. So I'm keeping my eye on that. I'm just waiting for it to come to Steam. But yes, we're going to move on to our nostalgia game of the week. This is where we spin a wheel that gives that has a list of games that give us that nostalgia feel. And we'll just talk about that game briefly. And if you have any suggestions for us to add to the wheel, please go by the Discord and the podcast area. There's a nostalgia game suggestion. Just put it there because I think I'm actually running out of games.
Ooh.
So, and this week is Sims. Yo, I love Sims. I think this.
Good, you guys can talk about Sims.
Yo, Sims is amazing. I love Sims. All you can do. I know one of the last times I played Sims, it was like a new way of playing Sims. It was like, hey, just go and marry this person and then murder them and take everything they have and then keep doing that. So that's a good way of getting a lot of money.
The Sims is where you can do things that you cannot do in real life.
No.
You should not do in real life. I guess some people have done in real life, but you should not. I didn't play Sims when I was younger. I have played it. I do like it. I do enjoy it. My first experience with Sims though, I think was Nick's. It was like a college edition, university edition.
Yeah, university edition.
It stressed me out. My sim wasn't going to class on time. It was like all of my worst nightmares. I legit have nightmares about not going to a class that I was supposed to have been going to all semester.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I have
about
the same. And it feels so real.
Anyway, my first experience wasn't the best because of, I guess, that. Like, my sim just wasn't doing what I wanted my sim to do. But I've played just regular Sims, well, Sims 4, and I very much enjoy it. So, it's one of those games that you can play and not realize how long you've been playing it.
There's been many times where I would play all day and don't even realize it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Game,
Sims is great.
Recommend it. Live out all your psychopathic fantasies in Sims.
I guess you haven't played it before, Will?
I played the one on mobile for all of like 2 weeks several years ago. But that's pretty much all my Sim experience. I played Sim City back in the day, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have time?
I think we need to skip to the news.
Skip to the news. Cool.
I mean, we've been playing Minecraft.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. Has been playing Minecraft,
That's what we've
and
done.
I've been playing some Pokemon Unite. No,
And Nick and I have done Sea of Thieves.
Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, and Sea of Thieves.
I got
We
a
need to
pet.
play Pokemon Unite.
Can 2 people play on one system? Because can 2 people play on one Switch?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I know
I
earlier,
don't know.
whenever I post like a ranked game where I carried hard in it, you were saying, dude, you need to play with me and Rob or whatever, and I was like, oh, Ron, and I was like,
Who's
wait,
Rob?
can 2 people play on the same Switch? But
I don't know. Me and Ron can take turns.
yeah, I didn't know if y'all played
And
together.
we have gotten permission to use Burns Switch.
Okay,
Rarely. So
I got
we
you.
may be able to get like a whole team of Pokemans together. I'm a Gengar man.
I
I
mean,
was a
not
Garchomp main, but
I
then we unlocked Gengar, so I swapped over to Gengar, and then Ron swapped over to Garchomp because Garchomp's great.
I tried Gengar. I was like, yo, I love like Haunter's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I was like, you know what, I want to try Gengar.
He's an assassin.
I could not figure him out, and I was not enjoying him. I was like, you know, I'm not really enjoying him. I'm kind of sad because I really wanted to like him, but
I actually used the less effective build on him, which basically is just a bunch of CC. I use Shadow Ball, which slows him down, does a little bit of damage, and then I use Dream Eater, which you have to proc twice. You like put him to sleep, which like makes them stop for a little bit, but then you do it again and you teleport behind them and do damage to them and gain health back.
okay.
And then that automatically resets your cooldown of your Shadow Ball.
Oh,
So you Shadow Ball, Dream Eater, or
Shadow Ball again.
Shadow Ball, Dream Eater, which is Shadow Ball, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, but they don't call it Hypnosis because it's a 2-stage move. But Shadow Ball, Dream Eater, Shadow Ball, and then just beat them down. And
Okay.
then your auto attacks also do a whole bunch of awesome things.
Okay.
Gengar's fun, but Garchomp's great. Garchomp's great. You continuously increase your attack speed, and you gain health from your attacks with Garchomp.
Okay. I think when I started as Pikachu. And then I was like, you know, I want to try some of these other ones. I haven't bought any other Pokemon yet. I've just been playing the ones where I've gotten from playing the game, and I'm still waiting to get more from like logging in and stuff because I think I'll be getting Greninja at some point. Um, I can't remember the name of it. It's the bunny one. I'm not good with the Pokemon names. Um, I know I'll get that one eventually, but I haven't bought any. I've just been playing what I've been given from playing the game, and I can't think of the name of the one I've been playing. It's like an all. I think it's a all around.
You've been playing
rounder,
the
all rounder, or whatever.
Lightning Cat.
Yeah,
one,
the
right?
Lightning Cat one. Yes, I've been playing that one and very much enjoy that one. And I kind of stick with the same build, and I kind of want to see what the other ones are. But
Now you have gotten into the items, right? And
This
upgrading
one?
them. And
I have
all
not
that stuff.
I have not upgraded the items. Yes, it's that one, Lindsay.
Zera
you gotta-
Aura.
I know I
do
need
the
to,
the
and
held
one
items
one of the
because
things that
Pokemon Unite's pay to win.
yes, and that's one thing I don't like about it from what I've heard. It's pay to win because you could go in and buy those things to upgrade the items. But I know I have the. I think I have 2 of the items that I like, and I just unlocked one of them. It was like the scoped lens or whatever that's supposed to help with crit. I know I need to put that on the Pokemon that I've been using, and I'm probably going to go in and upgrade that one. I don't know how much it costs to upgrade items to where you need, but I know I've gotten the stuff to upgrade it from playing the game. But yeah, I know I need to do that.
The items make a big difference.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Pokemon they, keep bringing to the game. So.
Yeah, do we know what the third one that's being released? Because it was Gardevoir, Blastoise, and then a mystery one. Do we know the mystery one?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Right now, I have enough coins to buy more Pokemon. I just don't know which one I want to get. I know, and they have like what free to play ones.
Yeah, they
I
have
guess
free
like
rotations that you
yeah.
can try them out.
So I've been trying out some other ones, but there hasn't been one where I'm like, you know what, I really love this one, so I want to get it. There hasn't been one of those yet. So
I've just been looking at their moves. I think the next one that we're probably gonna get is the Cormorant one, the like weird pelican boy, because it's got a
is
lot of CC.
is that the one? Is that like a ranged attack one?
Yeah, it shoots fishies at you,
That's the
like
one that
spits
has
fish
like
at
when
you
you
and
look at
stuff.
it, it has the fish in like its mouth or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
That's whenever I watch
it's
some
one of the
Pokemon
difficult ones
Unite.
to play.
Whenever I was watching someone play, he was playing that one a lot, and apparently it's a very good one to have.
Yeah,
You
its
use
CC
like
is
Surf
incredible.
and Hurricane or something, like knock them up,
Yep,
Surf, bring them back, and all that. So
and then with the passive of having the fish, it adds to your basic attacks and also some of your other stuff. It's a whole thing. You have to manage resources with that Pokemon, and your
okay,
resources is your fish Pokemon, which I think is Wishy Washy or some other. I don't know. It's one of the weird tiny fish boys. But yeah, it's it's an interesting one. I just play Gengar though.
yeah.
I found what I'm good at: Gengar and Garchomp. And as soon as we get Gardevoir, I'll probably play Gardevoir.
I just need to find another one to play more of. But we should move on to our new segment. I feel like I just need to find like something to play instead of you doing it.
Will does an awesome job.
No, I mean I was just saying that because I feel like Will doesn't like doing making the song each time. But yeah, welcome to Out of the Box Gaming News with Lindsay Picard.
Reports indicate Netflix is actively working on a Dragon Age series, but it's currently unknown if it will be an animated series or take a live action approach. Despite the global semiconductor shortage, Sony's PlayStation 5 has now sold more than 10 million units as of July 18th. This makes it the fastest selling PlayStation console ever over a similar period of time after launch, eclipsing the initial sales of the PS4, PS3, PS2, and every other PlayStation. World of Warcraft will remove inappropriate references from WoW and WoW Classic. While they didn't specify what would be removed, in-game references to accused team members mentioned in the lawsuit will likely be amongst them. Marvel's Avengers Black Panther expansion, War for Wakanda, will be released as a free update on August 17th. It will feature Black Panther as a playable superhero, a new story, 2 new villains, new enemies, and more. Capcom announced it achieved its highest net sales as well as highest levels of all profit items for first quarter, attributing this success to Resident Evil Village and Monster Hunter Rise. Multiple reports suggest Horizon Forbidden West will be delayed to quarter 1 of 2022 after initially targeting a holiday 2021 release. And the Tokyo 2020 Olympics opening ceremony featured 19 video game songs, but was allegedly set to include 5 Nintendo tracks from the Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon franchises Nintendo reportedly pulled out at last second.
Back to us.
Yeah.
Okay, back to us. Cool.
Well, we made it through news without my extra commentary.
Yeah.
Sad day.
So cool that the PS5 is the fastest selling PlayStation console.
I mean,
no
yeah. Surprise.
There's been a lot of news with World of Warcraft, but mostly it's just Activision Blizzard or Blizzard Activate. I don't know the order they should say it. There's just been a lot with that. I mean, if you don't know the whole story, I just advise looking up because there's a lot of different things.
Well, you mentioned too, because of whatever is going on, there's a petition
to either kill off or change the name of
McCree.
Jesse McCree in Overwatch.
Because it's named after somebody from the company, and I don't know what's
the
going
thing
on.
is like, do not kill off that character because I love that character, playing that character. I'm fine with you changing the name if people want that. There was like a petition of changing the name to Matt Mercer, who is the voice for Jesse McCree.
I'd be cool with that. I'd be
Yes.
100%
Yeah.
down with that.
Just don't kill off the character. I want to be able to play, McCree.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of it, like, I was like, what name would they replace him with? And you said Matt Mercer. I was like, why not, dude?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean,
Just do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing where they can easily, well, okay, I say easily do, coming out with saying like his real name, like he's been going by like an alter ego or whatever, but this is his real name. The problem is people may think that it's easy to do that. There's so many different like voice lines in the game.
Name's McCree.
And there's also different interactions with other characters where they would reference that they would have to go in and like redo all that. So it's not that simple.
Yeah.
Will forever be known as McCree to me.
There.
Anyway, I might have to look up what the drama that's going on over there. But I'm also interested as to what inappropriate references they're talking about.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I believe it was like in-game, like they said, in-game references to accused team members. So like the whole Jesse McCree thing and probably some other people who are in the game. Because they do that a lot. Like there's a lot of people in World of Warcraft who are just NPCs that have, done things for World of Warcraft in the past. They were part of big events, whatever. I know one of the big ones that I don't know if they've removed him yet, but there was some stuff with Terps a while back. He got in trouble, and I remember still seeing his NPC and his little corgi NPCs in the game after that happened. So I don't know if he's still in there, but yeah, stuff like that where they just have NPCs of random people. They may take them out.
Yeah,
or change their names.
But
Obviously.
Lindsay, I would just say, like, look up the lawsuit and all the stuff that's been going on with Activision, Blizzard, whatnot.
So, I don't know.
Marvel Avenger Black Panther expansion. Yeah, maybe when it comes out, I'll actually get back in and try out Marvel's Avengers again. I've seen from some people that they've made some changes where the game's better now. Maybe I'll dive in and just see how the game is and all that stuff. So I still have it. I'm very, very sad to see the rumors of Horizon Forbidden West potentially being delayed. I mean, I saw that it could happen. I don't want it to happen, but if it's for the better, then let it happen.
It'll also do better for them when it comes to Game of the Year. No, holiday releases don't work for anyone.
No, but it also, I know I've said this before with the whole Game of the Year, if Breath of the Wild 2 actually releases next year, they would have to be competing against that like they did the first time. So, yeah. And then I kind of wonder why Nintendo backed out at the last minute of having some of their songs during the Olympics, because I thought it was really cool for the opening ceremony when the athletes would be walking out that they just played video game music. It was really cool. But I really wonder why Nintendo like pulled out. Like even Nintendo, they're the one that has the like Mario and Sonic Olympic games. So I wonder why they just didn't have some of their music played. I mean, there's probably more about that I just haven't looked into.
So,
can you imagine like walking out onto the field in the Olympics to like the Victory Road theme, like the Elite Four, like some awesome like Pokemon just.
Yeah, it would be really cool.
So my quick Google search of Activision Blizzard, it's not looking too good for them. Lots of harassment, discrimination, and sexual assault allegations piling up against the company.
You should look up the thing about Jesse McCree.
Oh, did like that guy do something?
Oh, you should look it up.
Is he the one that supposedly installed a camera into a unisex bathroom?
No, that's not the thing I saw. No, you should look it up about him. I mean, you could just look up where people are wanting to change the name. But as Lindsay looks it up, we're going to move on to the trivia question because we are running out of time. Yeah.
Cool.
Trivia question. If you don't remember the trivia question, it was something about what video game did Obama.
Oh yeah, we're changing McCree's name. Anyway, the Obama campaign paid for in-game advertising in what game? You both had thoughts and ideas.
Look, there's only. Look. I don't know what game. I don't know if it actually is like what game it actually is. There's only one that came to my thought, and I'm just gonna say it's like NBA 2K something because they are known for throwing a frack ton of advertisements in their games. Like I know I played one that was like 1 or 2 years old or whatever, and I just get annoyed that of how much advertising they have, or just before the game would even start. And I would even like press the PlayStation button so I don't have to sit through and hear it. And then I would come back in. It's like, oh, hey, it's game time where I can play. So I feel like that could be one that they would,
What was it now?
like NBA 2K. I don't know the
yeah.
year, but that's just one where I could see like they can easily put advertising into the game and get away with it.
It's actually really good. That might actually be a much better thought than I had. My immediate thought was, how are they going to put Obama advertising in a game? Maybe it has to be a game that takes place in the real world. So I thought maybe like one of the old Watchdog games.
Oh, yo, that's good. That's real good.
So that's what
That's real good.
I'm gonna say.
F.
But it's probably like one of the sports games.
I don't know. I mean, you get good with some of your guesses, like you'll get them right. So I could see that happening. Dang, I didn't even think about that.
Well, the correct answer is Burnout Paradise.
Oh,
sports
man,
game,
I play. I mean, it's a racing. It's a car game. It's not well. It does have racing.
Yeah.
It was a different. It was a different racing game or a different Burnout game than I remember of the older ones. I did play that one back in college, but I don't remember. I don't think I paid attention to look for, like advertising. It's made by EA, so I mean, hey, I was close. NBA is EA, and right.
Oh yeah, you're much closer than I was.
It was billboards. He was on billboards.
I mean, makes sense. Racing games, like those open world, drive around, you'll see billboards. So yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was kind of hoping I was gonna pull it out with that Watch Dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know when the first Watch Dogs came out because this was like 2008.
I have no idea.
It's been a hot minute, so.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap up this episode because we're definitely running out of time. But we want you to be able to, check us out on other platforms. But yeah, Will, where can they do that?
Well, we've got our handy dandy link tree, which is at OTB_gaming. Inside there, you can find our Discord, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok, pretty much everything involving out-of-the-box gaming. Be sure to check out our Patreon and all the fan-diddly-tastic perks you can unlock there. And we want to give a huge shout out to our Collector's Edition Patreon, Cody Watkins, also known as Kitsune's Myth. You guys have probably seen him around. He's in the Discord, in the server, and in our hearts.
Yes, and speaking of Patreon, it does give you extra entries to our quarterly giveaway. Cody was actually the one to win the last one, so those extra entries, paid off. The next one, when's the next one?
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
The end of September. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But if you want to find me, you can do that by going over to YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at Ace King King. Twitter, I haven't really been on that in a while, so I'm not even gonna worry about doing that. And then yeah, if you want to find Lindsay, I know she's on Instagram. She does stuff.
Yeah, I'm places.
Yeah, and Teacher Pay Teachers. Right, that thing.
Yeah, we have a store.
Yeah. She does stuff there.
Sorry, I'm just down this rabbit hole, this Blizzard stuff. Anywho.
Please make sure to leave a review on our podcast on whichever platform you found us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we post a new video. Thanks for listening, and please join us next week.
This has been Out of the Box Gaming with Nick Picard, Will Kinsey, and Lindsay. Thanks for playing along.